Most people think income makes you rich, and that's the biggest lie keeping millions of people poor. I know people earning 30,000 a month who are building wealth and people earning 3 lakh a month who are completely broke. In this video, I will show you the reasons why this happens. Let's look at a simple story. Meet Arjun. He's a 29-year-old and works a corporate job in a big city. Every month, his salary is credited in his bank account, around 90,000 rupees. Not bad, right? He works hard with long hours, deadlines, and meetings, the usual corporate life. He has a nice phone, a car on EMI, and enjoys going out with his friends on weekends. From the outside, everything looks perfect. But by the end of the month, his bank balance is almost zero. Arjun earns well, but Arjun is not building wealth. And the truth is, Arjun is not alone. So, where does his salary go every month? Let's break it down. His salary is 90,000 rupees, rent for his apartment 30,000, car EMI 25,000, food deliveries like Swiggy and Zomato around 9,000, Amazon purchases is about 4,000, and miscellaneous expenses like fuel, online subscriptions, etc. are around 20,000. And just like that, his entire salary is gone. Now, here's the interesting part, none of these expenses are unreasonable. Rent is normal, car EMI is common, ordering food sometimes pretty normal, right? Arjun isn't reckless with his money. He's just living a normal life. And that's exactly where the problem begins. Because what Arjun is experiencing is something millions of people experience every month. In fact, surveys show that nearly half of Indians save less than 10% of their income every month, which means for most people, their entire income is spent every single month. As income increases, lifestyle increases with it. This is called lifestyle inflation. When Arjun earned less, his life was simpler. A smaller house, fewer subscriptions, less spending. But as his income increased, his lifestyle slowly expanded. A better house, a car, more convenience, more comfort, more spending. And the strange thing is, this usually happens without even people noticing it. Each new expense feels small, each upgrade feels reasonable. But over time, those small upgrades quietly consume the entire income. And that's why many people earning high salaries still feel like they're living paycheck to paycheck. The problem isn't that Arjun doesn't earn enough. The problem is the system he's following with money. And this is how most of the people manage their money. Income comes in, expense happens, and what is left becomes savings. But most of the time, there's nothing left to save. And this is where people who build wealth do something differently. They simply reverse the order. Instead of income minus expense equals to savings, they follow the formula income minus savings equals to expense. The moment the salary comes in, a portion of it is set aside for investing. Before rent, before upgrades, before lifestyle, before spending. This idea is called pay yourself first. Instead of saving what's left after spending, you invest first and then build your lifestyle around what remains. Imagine if Arjun simply invested 20% of his income first. His salary is 90,000. That means that about 18,000 rupees invested every month before anything else. Now this might not sound like a huge amount, but over time, something very powerful starts happening. Compounding. To explain this concept of compounding, let's run a simple example. Imagine having 1000 rupees in your bank account which gives an interest rate of 10% per annum. At the start of the year, you have a balance of 1000 rupees. The interest on it is 10%, which gives you 100 rupees. By the end of the year, you have a balance of 1100 rupees. At the start of the next year, you have a balance of 1100 rupees. The interest on it is 110 rupees. And by the end of the year, you have 1210 rupees. This basically shows that compounding is just interest being earned over interest. By the end of year 10, you have a balance of 2593 rupees. By the end of year 20, you have a balance of 6,727, and by the end of year 30, you have 17,499. So, as you can see, it is difficult to imagine having 17,000 rupees just from 1,000 rupees. This is the power of compounding. To better visualize this, I will show you this balance in a graph. So, as you can see, in the initial years, you didn't gain a lot of money, but as time passed, you started gaining a lot more money. This tells you that you should start investing as early as possible so that you can see the power of compounding in your life. Now, let's take another example. Imagine you have a bank account which compounds monthly at the interest rate of 0.83%, which is basically 10% divided by 12 months. So at the start of the month, you will be having 1000 rupees. The interest on it is 0.83%, which gives you 8.33 rupees. By the end of the month, you will have 1008 rupees. And this whole process repeats. So by the end of 30 years, which is 360 months, you'll have a total balance of 19,837. This is a little more than the 17,000 rupees you earned before. This shows that the more frequently you compound, the more money you earn. So this whole calculation can also be done by a simple formula, which is F is equal to P into 1 plus I to the power n, where F is the future value of your bank account, P is the present value of your bank account, I is the interest, and n is the number of years. So let's calculate this. So if you take equal to 1000 rupees into 1 plus 10% to the power of 30 years, you will get 17,449, which is the same as the amount we calculated earlier manually. We can do the same calculation for the monthly period. We take 1000 rupees into 1 plus the interest rate, which is 0.83%, to the power of number of periods, which is 360 months. This gives us the same amount as before, which is 19,837. Now, instead of investing 1000 rupees at the start, what if you invested 1000 rupees every month? Let's find out. Imagine having 1000 rupees in your bank account. By the start of the next month, you'd have the same 1000 rupees. The interest you'd earn on this is 0.83%, which would come to 8.33 rupees. Then you'd add another 1000 rupees in your account. So the total balance by the end of the month would be 2008 rupees. And by end of year 30, you'll have 22,60,487, which is a huge amount given that you have invested 1000 rupees each month. Imagine the amount of money Arjun would have earned by investing 18,000 each month. Now this entire calculation can also be done with a formula, which is Fv is equal to A into 1 plus R to the power n minus 1 wholly divided by R, where Fv is the future value of your bank account, A is the amount of money you put in your bank account every month, R is the interest rate, and n is the number of periods. Now to calculate this, we type 1000 into 1 plus 0.83% to the power of 360 months minus 1 divided by 0.83%, which gives 22,60,487, which is exactly same as what we saw in the table below. Now you might ask, is there an easier way to calculate this? You are in luck. Excel has got you covered. Excel has this inbuilt formula called FV. We type equal to FV, the monthly interest rate, 360 months, minus 1000 rupees, because we are giving out 1000 rupees into a bank account, and 0 rupees at the start of the month. This gives us the same amount as before, which is 22,60,487. We can also use this formula to calculate a single payment entry. Previously, we had calculated the amount 19,837. Let's calculate this amount using this formula. To do this, we type equal to FV, the monthly rate, the number of months, PMT as 0, minus 1000 rupees. This gives the same amount as before. Now here's a simple exercise you can try at home. Open Excel and note down expenses like rent, EMI, food, travel, subscriptions, etc. Now note down your monthly income. Now instead of saving whatever is left, first decide on how much money you should save from your income. Maybe 10%, maybe 20%. Now subtract that savings number from your income, and the number that remains is what you can spend. That means that your lifestyle has to fit inside that number. Now take that monthly savings amount and run a compounding calculation on it. Over time, the number should start becoming surprisingly large. And this brings us back to the most important point in the video. The real difference between people who build wealth and people who don't is not income. It's the order in which they use their money. Because wealth isn't built by what you earn. Wealth is built by what you keep and invest over time. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more videos on investing, money, and building long-term wealth. Thank you and see you later.